is fun.
Yep. We ended it on your turn, I believe.
Yeah, so this cobalt here, has it been damaged?
No it has not, since if you look carefully, no damage has been taken by it.
And assuming the same thing with this guy. This sucks. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna spell attack the kobold with Toll the Dead. It's the first number, not the second.
Okay, gotcha. Give me a second to pull up kobold, so I can see if that hits or not.
Well, it's not a hit, it's a whiz save.
Okay, let me see if that saves. And, yeah, it takes 7 damage.
Alright, now that that kobold is damaged, it will convert from
dead.
a D8 to... Oh, it dead?
It dead.
Okay, I was gonna say, this spell starts to do D12 to creatures that are damaged, but alright.
It dead.
It did.
It
Motherfucker hit me for 5 anyway last time, so I'm fine with this.
Fuck that man.
Motherfucker almost downed me. If that was a crit, I would have been downed.
Dead now.
Yep. Now... Is that your turn?
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, let me double check if I can do anything with my bonus action. Movement action. I'm gonna step 30 feet back this way, because I am hurt.
Alright. You do that. Now it's the guard's turn. The guard runs up to this little T-cat, because it's the closest. Also, what's the T-cat going to do that the dog's going to do? And it will try to stab. Civil, are you there? Civil?
Civil, you're muted.
Oh, shit, I've been muted this entire time. Okay, I was questioning why the kobold in the house disappeared.
They're no longer in sight.
Yeah, you can't see them, that's why.
Yeah. So the guard runs up, and, are you ready for the stabbing?
As ready as I can be.
If this misses, I'm gonna laugh.
Stab him in the pussy.
Hold on, let me double check. Is this the right guard? Yes, that's the right guard. Alright. Stab. Oh, okay, hold on, give me a second. I don't know why, but Stab has switched to Whisper. What the Okay, let's try this again. There's a 16 hit.
I have a 17 AC.
Damn,
Fuck that guy.
Barely misses. Well, that's his turn.
This is what happens when you get a monk that has good stats. Yes!
Oh no.
Paige, you see, I'm not out of ammunition yet, so it's not melee time. Be thankful. The guard, on the other hand, because I'm on top of the building now, aren't I?
That's what you said.
Yes.
Yeah, you climbed it because you
with
can't
my claws,
fly.
actually, because I have hand claws. I have 30 feet. How far is it going to be to get to? It's going to be 28. So, Mr. Guardman, how far away is he? He's in dead range, because, well, this is going to actually probably horrify the cat. Paige!
Yes?
I have a spell here that's a lot of fun. The level 1 spell, and I get to choose the damage type.
Roll it, please.
I'm going to tell you the damage type first. This is going to be Thunder.
Oof.
Thunder damage. Let's see. I have to. Oh God, I have to turn on all that real quick. Toggle, toggle, good, normal, and why didn't it roll an attack? Fuck, I can do a d20 real quick with the bonus. Oh, that's actually kind of insane. Oh. Oh no.
He dead. Like, he full on electrocuted dead.
No, that was thunder, so he exploded.
Yeah, no, there's pieces of him everywhere.
The cat is now
I'm
covered in
just gonna
chunky
delete
human
this
bits.
real quick.
How does it feel, cat? To be
So Samuel,
covered
your
in...
turn.
You know what? I need to roll something personally for my character, and then I can go from there.
Bro, you just got covered in viscera. I don't know, fam.
Well, okay. Well, I wanted to see, like this was a personal thing for my character, just to see if he would even notice the bird cast this. Because otherwise it'd be like, God smited thee!
He
For
went...
trying to
Ooh.
stab at me.
Well, which god? That's the question at that point.
My favorite thing is the kobolds are probably like, what the fuck is that thing?
I'd like to also point out how many kobolds are outside at the moment.
Yeah, none, because they all went into houses. But he would have noticed, which is sad because I really wanted him to have the like, yes, God is on my side. At least one of them. They
Screams
just
in
have that
Deus
awkward scenario to where every time this bird just like obliterates someone, just like, yes, my God is in motion.
All you hear is Deus Vult. Cat screams Deus Vult. Everyone else in the room, what?
So, yeah, that happens. I don't know how to respond to that, but it happens.
Chunky.
Yeah.
He would still be like, that's what you
I will
get.
say
Thanks
this
for the save.
much. The two cultists in the closest house, because you guys would definitely see them, are looking outside the window going, what the fuck?
By all rights, we should be able to see the kobold that's still in there because he went in through back door, which means back door would be open.
Their friend fucking their fucking buddy explodes. Oh fuck.
That's the
Do
reason
you
why I was
assume
confused
he-
about this one.
You will find out later.
Yeah, it's one of those to where, like, this one I could understand disappearing because there's no open doors. But this one here, the door we can see is wide open from where it entered.
I never said it. He left it open.
You never said that he closed it either. Which leaves it open to him leaving it open. Especially since you've left this
So,
one
alright.
for image. I can
Your
still
turn?
punch this thing. That is not using up my entire turn, thank you.
Oh, sorry. Wait, I made the... The thing that you're next to is inside the house.
Yeah, and I was gonna go into the house and punch
give
it.
me a sec. Yeah.
Because again, since you didn't state that these things closed the doors, that means that they left them open as they're going in. Since they're looters, there's no reason to close doors behind them either.
I mean, how else are you gonna get shit out expeditiously?
you see-
Exactly.
You see the door over
It's
here
a
cracked?
kobold. You'd be surprised.
Yeah. You see the door to the house you're right next to is ajar. No, you cannot call the kobold because it's not outside.
I thought it was a door.
Again, same. If the door is ajar, that means that it's open. Which means I can just walk inside.
Somehow I get the feeling that you're going to be the adventurer who ends up losing his foot to a trap. I
Do
don't
you walk
understand.
in?
The door was ajar.
Do you
I
walk
thought it was a
in?
door.
Do you walk inside the house?
Yes, that was the whole intent. I was gonna go into the house and attack it.
Paige, I'd like to point out he has said like 3 times already that he was going to head into the house to go punch this thing in the face.
Okay. 12 to hit? Hold on. Give me a sec. That's exactly its armor class. I don't know if that means it
And
hits or
I-
not.
Yes,
Meets
the
beats.
5e is a meter beat system. Also, thanks to being a monk, I am able to use my bonus action to attack if I used an unarmed attack. So I can punch it twice.
Okay, how much damage do you do? It did.
Just walk up, karate chop its knee out from under it, breaking it, walks over, breaks neck. Done here.
Alright. So it's the cultist's turn, and they just look out the window, and you see them. You guys see them out the window trying to figure. And then you see them sort of like walk over. They have now come out of the house. While these two have. So,
civilians?
Ainz, your turn. They're cultists.
So they can
They
explode
don't
too.
have range.
Paige, actually, they're cultists. That means that they can come with pretty much any weapon that any player can wield.
Yeah.
This is just poor planning on the cultist part.
Exceedingly so. Anyways, figured I should probably mention that things like cultists
Going
and bandits and guards and whatnot, they can actually use any. It's the same with orcs, gnolls, and kobolds, by the way. They can actually use any weapon that the players can use, provided that they have a reasonable way to acquire it.
I'm using the cultist that it says to use from the sheet.
Oh yes, I have. I'm just bringing that up because you're just like, it's a cultist. They have no range. Well, it's not always the case.
For these guys, yes, they're fucked.
Just wanted to make sure that distinction was out of the way.
Alright, so Ainz, your turn. What do you... And he runs over and bites one of them. Oh god!
No, that is a great sword, thank you. He is cleaving that bitch in two.
Fuck out my way!
I'm
Alright,
very curious. How are you holding the greatsword, Ainz?
With my teeth.
Oppie, I didn't know
In
we
his
were playing Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Exactly. Well, I mean, I guess...
My brain goes Dark Souls.
Yeah, I figured you thought of Sif.
No, I did think of Dark Souls as well.
I did
No,
too.
Pokemon Sword and Shield is pretty good.
how much damage did you do, Ainz?
Oh,
Roll
here,
that
let me
bitch, 'cause
roll.
that's a crit.
Let me
That's
roll that.
4d6.
This is gonna be funny with nat ones.
So,
God, he does 4 damage on a crit. Aye.
Yeah,
15
that
damage.
one dead. You cleaved one in half.
I like... He did roll a 1 on one of them.
I did. Yeah.
That was more than enough damage. Do you end your turn, or is there something else you want to do?
I get to do this again.
Will you? Okay. Uh-huh.
You said I could
Yeah.
have it.
I was just double checking the wording of it. You see this
Yeah.
kobold start to come out the front, and he barely makes it down the steps before you notice one of the cultists has been cleaved in half. So, Give me a
And
second.
there's a lot of giblets of what looks like somebody else.
Oh yeah, there's a shit ton of stuff. And some dead kobolds. I think you forgot. That's...
Yes, I too wish I had an ability to hit people with. Oh wait, I have a fucking +3 mace to smack people with. If only I wasn't at 3 fucking hit points because a slingshot knocked me down to that.
You see the
You
kobold
see-
start to sprint run over here. Offie, it's your turn.
Magic them.
Well, that's the thing. I'm trying to tell if they're in line of sight. They're pretty far away from me, in all honesty. Alright, I guess, 30 feet back here. I probably can't see them, and I can't target them. Yeah, that's 90 feet away. From me. I
汚染された
can't hit
息
that,
の
can
根
I?
止めてやるぜ
If it's
Yeah,
still
no, that's
Toll
a
of the Dead that you're looking at, yeah, 60
It's
feet.
60 feet. Yeah, no, Yeah, I only have 2 attack spells, and that's Toll the Dead and Inflict Wounds, and I have 1 spell slot left because I cast fucking Bless on 3 people.
Hi!
Which, actually, Ainz, you didn't even add your fucking Bless modifier.
Neither did
Wait.
I.
I have
So
bless.
did I.
Yes! Well, I don't think I gave it to the crow. I think I gave it to, myself. No, yeah, I gave it to myself, the bird, and the dog.
Ah,
In that case, I'm just gonna use my action to go ahead and dash this way. Oh. Let me measure this a bit better. So yeah, that's gonna be my turn because that's dash action.
Alright.
what the fuck?
Hmm.
My whole screen moved when I was just like going to turn my character, and I don't know if it's in the same spot anymore.
Crow, it's your turn.
Right. Let's see what I want to do.
It's my hacking business.
Gonna point at the kobold. You there!
お疲れさん
Surrender.
The kobold's kind of in a dead sprint at the moment.
I mean, if he isn't gonna respond, he's gonna fucking die. So,
You
let me
just
check
hear a
the
quick go
range.
away.
Poor stupid bastard. Let's see,
Can
that's only
always
90
roll an intimidation.
It's only 90 feet. I don't think I actually have the distance for that. Nope. God, this map is fucking massive. How high up am I?
You're on a rooftop, so I assume about 20 feet in the air.
Okay. I'm going to climb down the side. And, probably sprint. So it's 20. I am uninhibited at the moment, so I can go there. Because that was a dash action. And when he runs, I'm going to be mad because he's going to be out of range. However, that cultist will not be safe.
Unless he runs the other way.
I can
Now
catch him.
this colt is mine.
You have to fight the bird over it.
That's my turn.
about you, Civil?
Alright. Thanks to the dash action, I can get to here. Just a little kitty that runs into its way and stares at it,
Huck.
covered in blood and guts.
Ikke?
If it's
Okay.
time to surrender, now would be it.
I mean, the only one who shouted surrender is the crow.
Yes, the kitty's gonna try to look imposing.
It is a very tiny kitty.
That is very much so covered in blood and guts.
Literally soaked.
Hey!
Can I roll intimidation?
Yeah, you're free to. That will take up your action.
That's fine, I use dash anyway. That's why I was asking if I could do it.
What do I have to roll for to counter intimidation?
You could use insight, intuition.
What's that thing, though?
You could use insight. You could use an opposed intimidation, I guess, technically.
I'm just trying to figure out which stat thing. 'cause I don't-
Depends upon how you want to go about it.
Well, intimidation is a charisma, so you can honestly make a countered charisma check.
Yeah, but like.
Well, that's why I was saying you could go against intimidation with intimidation. You could do a straight charisma save. You could use insight, which is wisdom based.
Yeah, it's gonna be a charisma clash.
Oh, nat 20. The bastard.
Yeah, you do not scare it.
I low rolled too, which is really sad.
Alright. So that's
I got
your
nothing
turn?
more I can do. I dashed and you let me do an intimidation anyway, so that's all I got.
So it's this cultist's turn. And you're more than 5 feet away from it, so yeah, I'm just gonna say right now that the cultist, is going to run towards the dog to try and slay the dog.
If I
Or
were in his
stupid
shoes, I'd be
bastard.
running away from the hound
yeah,
and just
that
move
means
my
this
companion in twain.
Tunnel fighter.
In one hit.
Ainz proceeds to shred cultist. Like fucking lettuce.
That was a bad roll.
That's a miss.
Wait,
I was gonna say,
what
also, the
about
cultist
anything
never did anything.
does that cannot affect my hit chance?
I am very confused. What is going on?
Oh, Tunnel Fighter. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Using reaction to make an attack on a creature that moves
No, I
5
don't
feet
use a
within its
reaction.
reach.
Without using a reaction.
No, it says, and you can use a reaction to make a
It's
melee
my
attack against
fucking
a creature that
business.
moves within 5 feet of you.
Yeah, no.
You
for
can make
cult-
attacks of opportunity without using your reaction.
Yeah, he
There's a
needs a
difference.
sentinel
Could I-
to be able to attack it coming into his range. That's when that ability gets fucking broken, is when you use sentinel with it.
Yeah, because then you don't need reaction for any of it. But until then, you can make one reaction attack on something that moves within 5 feet of you.
Or was it sentinel or polar master that did that?
Polar Master.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Sentinels whenever they try to leave.
Yeah. And then the ability triggers even if they try to leave because it's just 5 feet within your reach.
Yep. It
But yeah,
gives
no,
you a
he
lot
wants
of
whole lot-
attacks without needing anything.
Honestly, I think the greatsword's great for him, but if he upgrades to like a halberd or something and grabs polar master, then that ability becomes fucking broken.
That's why I didn't do that.
Well, I mean, yeah, for starting off, but for later on, it's gonna be okay because it won't be ass broken. Because then you can just slap mobile on anything, and then you just can't make opportunity attacks against anything that hits you.
今度こそ
Regardless, your
Yeah.
reaction here missed, so the cultist is free to attempt his attack.
Yep.
Yep. You see a scimitar come. Why does this game hate me so? Okay, does a 14 hit?
14 does not hit.
Okay, it swings and the scimitar sort of like slices through the air next to you as you simply sidestep it. And it's your turn.
I'm going to kill you. You're going to become a food. You're going to get sliced up. Getting really diced up. You're gonna die. Ooh. Does 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
Great. 11 damage.
He is. Hold on, let me double check. Oh, he dead.
And
Yeah,
now I can
you
move.
You cleave this one in half as well, except the opposite way.
I think I'm gonna go check the rest of the houses, so I'm gonna go this way.
Okay, you go do that. Teacup, I hate to break it to you. You get a dagger. That's a missed dagger. It tries to sort of
Yes, it is.
It tries. You see it tried to stab you with its dagger, but it clearly misses. It's your turn, by the way, Offie.
Off.
Offie, are we going? I think we lost Offie.
Offie, as a heads up, you're muted. Just in case we have a situation like I did.
There's probably an actual reason for it. Anyways, Paige, I'm just going to point this out now. I checked through Storm King's Thunder. Not Storm King's Thunder. Through Horrors of Dragon Queen, and even through Tyranny of Dragons Anniversary Edition, which is this is the first half of.
Yeah.
Give me a minute. I'm currently on my bathroom floor puking into my toilet, so I'm gonna be a minute.
That's fair.
My character's at low HP, so I'm just gonna be hiding next to this building for a little while.
Okay.
That's also fair.
Fair
anyway,
enough.
so Paige, what I was gonna say is, first off, none of these cultists should have been immediately identifiable as cultists, according to the book, because they're in public. They would have been dressed in plain clothes. Secondly, nowhere in here does it actually say that they have a specific armament, armament that they use. And thirdly,
Okay.
well, thirdly is these guys are Did my headset fail me again?
Say. Yeah, it cut out when you said say, and then it just was silence.
Okay, let me restart my sentence then. So, there's three things. Firstly, nowhere in Horror of the Dragon Queen, or even in Tyranny of Dragons, which is the full adventure, does it ever say what the cultists are equipped with. It does bring up the fact that whenever that while they have their cultist regalia for ceremonies and rituals and whatnot, they normally go about in plain clothes or armor or whatnot, depending upon what they're doing. So these cultists should not have been immediately identifiable as cultists. Secondly, again, nowhere does it say what armaments they have, and their stat sheet is in the monster manual, not in the adventure module. So no, they straight up could have approached them with any form of weapon that they could have gotten their hands on. And thirdly and finally, this is more of an important note, which also ties back into that. Paige, at the beginning of the game, these guys are effectively mercenaries that are fighting, which only increases the likelihood that they have more equipment geared towards combat compared to the standard cultist. So, no, it actually would have been highly likely that at least one of them in each of the groups had some form of ranged weapon. And I guarantee you, not all of them had scimitars. Mostly because being a cultist doesn't necessarily pay that well.
I could easily see one of the guys coming out of the house with like a bow and arrow. It's a standard village, meaning that there's gonna be a town hunter, and with us knowing nothing about these buildings.
Now keep in mind though, Paige, of course, I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly, the cultists of this particular cult still do wear masks whenever they're doing activities like this just to hide their identities. But that would have been the only real differentiating feature, and even then, you guys were how far away when you spotted this guy?
No, it's funny because yeah, we were what, 150 roughly.
Yeah, it would have been very difficult to identify that he, like any sort of distinctive features on his particular mask, especially if he wasn't paying attention to them.
Yeah,
Because that means that he was
mostly
facing
going
away.
after the kobolds when we first saw this.
Yeah, I was going over to deal with a kobold because we saw kobolds going into houses and raiding people.
But yeah,
Since
Page,
it was
further
stated that they were
You know
villagers
what? Screw
roaming
it, sign
about, that's
over.
what I figured they were.
God,
Until
Paige,
one tried to
I'm
kill
just-
me.
Paige, I'm just pointing this out because it's mentioned at the very beginning of the first chapter. And then in a box directly attached to that very beginning, it also mentions the fact that, furthermore, if the kobolds don't have a cultist with them, they actually can mistake the players for cultists. Which is how, which actually tells you how the cultists are dressed if they can mistake a group of adventurers for their bosses.
Except for the fact that we're animals. In this case.
You're in a magic
Doesn't matter.
book. They think you're adventurers. They will see adventurers, regardless of what you actually are.
Well, I mean that in this
And you'll have to go
particular case, they
heavily-
wouldn't mistake us for their boss, is all that I was saying.
No, no, you're not getting it. You're in a magic book. Everything's already been pre-written out. You are the main characters of the book. They see the main characters, not the people in the main characters.
Fair.
To them, you're just a faceless humanoid who happened to be the protagonist from when the story was originally written. And they will treat you as such. Unless, of course, you go really out of your way and try to break the illusion. But even then, magics like this tend to be very good at correcting themselves. My point remains. Hopefully should be done puking in the next minute.
Yeah. All in all, I ran up to a kobold and planned to attack it, and then the kobold got murked, and then I got attacked by one of the cultists,
お兄ちゃん
and that's where everything
お願い
went haywire.
Mm-hmm.
あ
Anywho, Paige, I'm just bringing this up since we had a brief break while Ozzy was puking.
らそうだと思う神しアンダーゼロに何か膨大
I'm
なデ
actually
ータが
still suffering
コアまで
right
降りちゃダメ
now. While I was puking, my leg decided to have a
まずい
polyhorse.
ノ
My
キアたちが
son
おい
decided to have
メインフレームを囲うよ
literally the muscle on the left side of my
エリカ
chest, just above
そう
my bottom ribs, decided to tense up and everything and just start
Oi.
seizing on me.
Oh,
My
fuck.
fucking back just. Yeah, I just had several muscle spasms throughout my body. I'm actually laying on my back right now because it hurts so bad.
Hey, Opti, you know what that is? You know what's necessary for that?
What?
Hospitalization.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to the hospital. I'm fine. Ugh.
You're not fine if your diaphragm decided to spasm.
It wasn't
Yeah.
my diaphragm, it was above my stomach, not below it.
Ozzy,
Yeah,
go to the damn hospital.
I'm fine. You think I would know my own body better than you guys?
Medical
I don't give a
professional
shit.
here
Go to the
says
hospital.
otherwise.
I'm fine. I've literally gone to the hospital for this problem multiple times, and you know what they told me? Oh, you're
Be good,
fine. You
Lexi.
just need to
Lexi.
like they literally told me, "Oh, you're fine. It's just a like muscle aches and shit." I'm like, "Bro, this shit
One sec.
happens on a near
Amber,
daily
go.
basis. You're telling me it's muscle aches? Whatever, fam." I've
Amber,
gone
go.
to the
Second
hospital for
opinions
these
are
problems,
important.
and they did not do anything about it.
I'll tell
So I'm not
Grace.
going to the hospital again because of it.
Don't make me tell Grace.
Grace is already. I'm literally underneath Grace's chair right now, laying on the fucking floor. She could turn around and look at me because she just did. Yeah, I'm looking at you, babe. I'm fine, I promise you.
I trust you, but I care about you. And
I know,
we
baby.
get checked out again sometime. I know
He's
they're
not fine.
but maybe they will do something about it, because that's fucked.
Yeah, but it's like every time I fucking go to the hospital, because it's not. I haven't just gone to the hospital once for this. I've gone to the hospital 4 times for this. And every single time they're just like, "Oh, you're just having muscle aches or some shit." I'm like, it literally feels like my muscles are ripping themselves apart, and you're telling me it's fine. So whatever. I guess I'm
He
fine.
is specialist, actually.
Specialist.
Yes, you need to see a muscle specialist.
I've gone to a muscle specialist. Literally, dude. I know. I literally went to med school. I know who I need to go see. I go to very specialized people for very specific problems. Like, I don't go to just a hospital for a general thing. No, I go to specialized doctors because those are the only good people around this area, the ones that specialize. And every time they tell me, "Nah, you're fine." Literally, I think I just need to go to a fucking chiropractor to get my fucking skeleton realigned, and it's gonna be fine. Anyway, back pain's starting to go away. I'll probably be up here in a minute. My throat hurts, TBH. But I guess throwing up will do that to you. Oh.
Ow. Well, that was a bone. Anywho, Paige, the main reason why I had brought up the whole thing with the cultists being able to use more than just a weapon on their stat sheet is because that's actually a very important key feature about those humanoid enemies that allows them to stay balanced against parties of varying compositions. This whole beginning section would be a breeze if the party just brought in a bunch of ranged weapons, assuming that someone didn't hand any of the cultists any additional weapons. Because at that point, they could just pelt down anything that would try to approach them before they even had a chance to get in range. Having at least one cultist with a ranged option helps alleviate that problem. Anywho, your player's back.
What? Gotcha. Yeah. Anyway, Alfie, you good?
Yep, I'm back. I mean, I'm not good, but I'm good.
Quick question:
You're surviving.
Did they mention
What was
low
up, baby?
potassium
Huh?
when you went to the hospital?
No, they, like, my potassium levels were fine. They took blood samples. They were like, "Nah, you're perfectly healthy. There's no problems with you. My guess is that you just had a muscle spasm." I'm like, "Great." And I get them. I get them a lot. It's not the first time I've had one of these.
The pickle juice.
What do you normally do when they occur?
I think he just rides it out.
I literally write it out and put pressure
No,
on it.
I mean beforehand. When do they normally appear?
Nothing. I can literally just be sitting in my fucking chair, and then all of a sudden muscle spasm. I'll just be like, motherfucker, I have to stand up and go lay down. And
You
put
All of a
might-
pressure on it.
sudden.
I'm just gonna say this right now, from what I understand. You might want to do you take any medicine?
No, I don't take any medicine. Guys,
You
I'm
might-
healthy. I'm fine.
No, that's not what I mean. Like, drug medicine.
Muscle
but not-
relaxers.
No, I don't take anything like that. Like at
No,
best, I take
do you
ibuprofen.
Like, do you do drugs or something like that?
I smoke
He
pot.
does weed.
But pot's
do you,
not
Weed
gonna
doesn't
cause
No.
cause
You
muscle issues.
no. There's something that they're recently mixing in that would cause something like that, from my understanding.
Not. You might be talking about like K2 or fentanyl, but nobody in my area that I trust or buy from fucking gets mixed shit.
Faye!
Like when I buy it, I know my guys are trustworthy, and they only provide me with just regular weed. If I wanted it to be mixed with something, I'd have to ask for it first.
あとはもう休んでここにみんなを連れ数字書き通りここにみんなを
And considering in my state, it literally is becoming legal for you to have 4 fucking plants on, like an ounce, and without getting in trouble, and fucking 4 plants in your house tomorrow. That law
手の
goes
ひら
into
で転
effect.
がされていたとも知ら
So
あ
I'm
なた
about
た
to
ちの
fucking
未
grow
成熟
plants
で
in my
青
fucking
臭い
closet.
あれはおいおいルシなんだこれを
But anyway,
俺は
that's not important. So I went ahead and moved over to these fucking bushes, or if this is a tree, I think. Yes? No?
Give me a second to look. Yeah, that's a tree.
Is the one next to it a tree as well?
消えた
It's a bigger tree.
Alright, how tall is the tree I'm next to?
Think of it as like a 4-foot tree, enough to where you can climb up and barely reach the roof. The other one goes way above the roof.
Alright then, I'm gonna go ahead and use my dash action to climb up the not climb up the street, but
千歳
get
が
over to the
消
street.
えた
Can I
柔道
actually
も
use my remaining movement?
仲間も
quick?
I want to be a
No.
tree.
No, I just want to see if I could use my remaining
両親も
movement to
消
get 10 feet up
エ
the
リカも
tree,
消え
but climbing speed is half. So
Roll
I,
athletics.
みんな消える
alright.
消える消える消える
I climbed tree!
I was also gonna say, don't forget about the +2 to climb checks for being a fucking cat. Because that's a cat
I don't
trait.
think I have that.
It's a natural cat trait. For racial trait.
I have to fucking pull up
絶対に
the book
負けられない
because I don't have that on my sheet. The trove took down cats and catacombs.
No, it's the trope that's down right now.
Oh, mother trucker.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Like a butt cheek on a
Does anybody
stick.
have it downloaded?
I wish I had, but I didn't. I thought I had
Okay.
downloaded it on my
Let me go look at
phone, but I
books real
didn't.
quick. Sorry, because now he said this, I'm like, huh, let me actually look at that real quick.
Yeah, there's amount of cat racial traits that are just really good.
Yeah, no, all the
So
cat
yeah.
traits are really good, but I picked up 9 lives.
I didn't think that you had to choose.
Yeah, you have to pick
Because
one.
it didn't-
You don't get all of them. The book
I
doesn't
didn't
state
see-
you get... Yeah, the book doesn't state it, but you have to pick one.
Okay. Like, since the book didn't straight up state that you only got one.
It's poorly written, but yes, you get one of those traits, not all of them.
Okay.
Trust me, cats would be broken as shit if you got all of those traits. No, because you like when you're setting up the cat and everything, you notice how it's like, hey, here's all of these options, like sub race, all that. You get to pick one of these. You also get to pick one of the cat traits. So I had to pick up 9 lives because I'm a healer, and I saw that my Constitution's 11. So yeah, I'm gonna just take the ability to have advantage on all death saves, just because that's gonna be good to have.
All right.
Because I think that's how we determined last time we played it, right, Pacific?
What, the one cat trait each?
Yeah, because it's not you get all of them, you get one of them, right?
So that's your turn, Alfie, correct?
Yeah.
Crow, it's your turn.
Well, actually, no, my bad. How far did I get up the tree is what I'm trying to figure
You got halfway.
Is that over the house?
Barely below it. If you'd have to roll a decent acrobatics to be able to grab onto the edge of the house.
That's not what I wanted. I wanted to get to the top of the tree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't care about the house. I want to be at the top of the tree. I need to see. I'm trying to get a perspective of the entire area around us. So
essentially, you're
that's fine if it's
close to it, but not quite there. Next turn, you'll be able to make it there.
That's fine.
Okay. Gonna look at the kobold. Surrender or die.
Also, you guys probably should realize I worked out in 100-degree heat for roughly 7 hours today on cars, and I didn't eat for 40 hours. I only ate today.
Offie, the fuck?
Yeah, so this is why I said y'all need to chill about my body's like reactions thing, because I know what's going on. Like I said, I know my body well enough.
I just told the kobold to surrender or die.
Well, so are you referring to the cat abilities?
No, the cat like traits and everything, like the 9 lives thing. Because I swear to God, if we get all of those,
that's called cat abilities, and according to feline traits, which is literally the section right before that, it says also different. You can pick one of the 3 sub races. And then you may choose one ability from the subsequent list. You may only choose one ability.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, thank you, Pacific. I also remember cats having an ability to go into like a pocket dimension too on a rest.
Oh yeah, no, that happens when they sleep.
Okay, because I didn't see that anywhere in the book itself.
Yeah, that's one of the
I was a little surprised when I actually bumped into that.
Yeah. Do you have the PDF Pacific or do you
Yes. Why do you think I'm looking through it right now? Yeah. Let's see. That was. Looking. That's the welcoming dark rules.
Okay.
Where whenever you choose to go into a long rest, you can choose to go into the welcoming dark.
Okay.
And
but I don't know. Are we using those rules? Or is that a base thing? Because now I'm confused.
That's a base thing. This is effectively a long rest variant that can only be used once every 24 hours. And when you try to and when you try to go into the welcoming dark, you must have at least 1 hit point at the start of your rest to gain its benefits. Let's see. When you enter it, you are literally gone from the gaming world and cannot be attacked by any monsters or creatures near to where they previously were. Yeah, near to where you previously were. You have entirely vanished and only return when each individual cat chooses. However, while it is safe from terrestrial threats, curious and dangerous things do lurk there, and each time that you enter the welcoming dark, you roll a d20. If you roll a 1, it immediately spits you back out, and you can't use it for another 24 hours, and you only get a short rest. out of it. And on a 20, it gives you a point of inspiration. It can only be used to Actually, never mind. That's not even an important statement right there, because that just basically tells you what inspiration does. Long story short, yes, anyone who's a cat specifically can use the Welcoming Dark. In order to get the benefits of the long rest, you must spend at least 8 hours in there. You cannot do any strenuous activities, and you can't visit more than once per 24-hour period, and you must have at least 1 hit point.
エリカ、マムも
Thank you,
やっ
Pacific.
た。
Also, keep in mind that according to the little flavor text
お
there,
姉ちゃんのことを聞いて。
the Welcoming Dark is a presence
どっ
felt
ちに
by
しろ
all cats at all
岸
times,
辺がお兄ちゃんだったら
and it will manifest differently for each individual cat who
二人
enters,
にお願い。
and
お兄ちゃん
all
の千
cats
歳の
will be conscious of your presence
岸辺理
there
恵を
while it's happening. And I do mean all cats, not just the awakened ones.
エデンの様子は復旧してアンダーゼ
God,
ロ
I
の
hope
騒
you're
ぎ
on
は
friendly terms
今
with
は
any cats you
バッ
bump
クグラウン
into.
ドで調整が復旧作業に追われ
That
て
would
い
be
る今なら
unfortunate if, you know,
すぐ
a
に侵
tiger
入
was waiting for you as soon as you tumble back out.
侵入してどう岸辺を警察に電脳
Anyways.
犯罪捜査課サーバー
Yeah,
で
that's
でも
always
岸
a
辺みたいな
problem.
手合いは人を脅せるで
Yeah,
上
so,
白の
you
メイ
know,
ンサー
that's
バー
fun.
アバロンサーバ
Do
ー
keep in mind that I
調査
said all
仮に
cats. That
目的
includes
の
the
データ
not
がなく
quite
ても
as terrestrial
そこの
ones
データ
and
を洗い
not
ざら
quite
に
as
ネットにぶち
ordinary
まけ
ones
てやれば
either.
岸
So
辺の
yeah,
悪
you know,
事
you
が
just go into the
一つ
Welcoming
だ
Dark and you get spat out in front of a space cat on an entirely different planet
そ
of
うかもね
existence.
私
No, if you get spat back out or
あ
if
ん
you
まり
choose to leave, you'll exit as
Yeah.
close to your previous space as you originally entered at.
ヘリカ
Additionally,
あん
there
た
are inhabitants to the Welcoming Dark. It doesn't actually state what they are, but there are things
通
that
信
call
制限
that
に
place their
足止
permanent
めさ
home.
れている以前君が仕掛
They're
けた
probably all feline related, and
I was
they're
gonna say they're
probably
basically
not
the
all.
bouncers that throw you out on a
そういう
nat one.
No, that dimension throws you out on
It-
a nat one.
I was gonna
The
say, it
creatures
says it
in there
spits
might
you out,
prey on
but-
you. Yeah, it might prey upon you if you aren't very careful. Anywho, page continue. Now that we've sorted this out.
Alright. Crow, it is your turn.
Yep, I already got my move. I'm going to yell at the kobold to surrender or die.
And you're gonna, you know how you're just gonna get, you're gonna get raptor scree.
It's gonna what? It's gonna screech at me.
It's gonna screech at you.
Can someone please do a raptor screech for me?
I'm not
No
tearing
need.
apart my throat for this.
No need. You
Oh, you
wanna
need
know
a
why,
screech?
Paige?
Why?
This is gonna be acid.
Oh god.
Oh, that's probably a miss.
Let me double check real quick. That is a miss. So, Sybil, your turn.
I'm gonna punch it.
Try it.
I could punch it a second time.
Try it again. You managed to punch it the second time. What's the damage? 5? It's still up by 1. Give me a second. It's up by a single hit point.
Do you surrender now, scaled one?
It looks at you. And yeah, no, Ainz, what you doing?
Sorry, I was talking to my dad. Is it? I'm checking this building. Is there a kobold in it? Hello?
Paige.
Hello.
I can't hear. Hold on. Hello?
Hello.
I hear Crow.
I was the only one talking.
Is Paige here?
She was. She just went silent.
Oh, okay. Beat up building. Arrow through building.
Signs. The fuck are those noises?
What?
I was waiting for the chewing noises.
It was not chewing noises. It was.
Well, I know. I was saying I was waiting for the
Sorry, I
chewing
was
noises,
going with
but
the
instead
puppy.
got
What's
pews.
Alright, so what happened?
Heinz is back. He asked if there was a kobold in the house.
There's not a kobold in the house.
Dang, I was looking for. I was gonna hope I could murder a kobold by myself. There's not one in. There's not one in this house.
There's not one in the house.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna go catch up to this other kobold. Action move. So I can move 60. That'll bring me up near Crow.
You gotta push like 270.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I can't move anymore. So that's the end of my turn.
Yeah, so, the kobold's going to... Oh, that's a stab.
Hey, it hit me for 3 damage. Amazing. It is capable of hitting. Things can hurt me.
And Afi, it's your turn.
Nani?
Nani.
Alright, climb the rest of the tree, get to the tip. And, I'm gonna use my free action, just get a general survey of the majority of the town on this side. Oh, fuck, what? Yeah. And I'm going to imagine, because of my height and everything, I actually can't can't target that. So yeah, what does the area look like?
Alright, so you look around and there's people and kobolds running around the place. The kobolds seem to be taking some stuff. You see some people in masks taking some stuff. But you also see normal people, they're sort of like, it's basically entirely chaos. You guys just ran into a pack of chaos. Oh, by the way, could someone please roll me a 1d8? Well, yeah. Okay, so Offie, you see a group of people, some with masks, some not. But yeah, no, you see a group of people sort of like walking around with one armed, really well armed person.
And where do I see this at?
Pretty far distance away. You see it. You see it over here.
Shift ping?
Hold on. Need to click on the right tool. You see it over here. They're walking away, so they don't see you guys.
So they're walking towards that big place on the mound in the middle?
No, they're actually walking in this direction.
Oh. Okay, but the general state of the place just looks like complete chaos, correct?
Correct.
Dang. That kind of sucks. How far away is that heavily armed person?
The heavily armed person is about...
Oh wait, I didn't have inflict wounds. I had guiding bolt. What the fuck?
Right here. And the people that he's with are on the grass. Like, he is physically on the path, but the people he's walking with are on the grass.
God, I want to kind of guiding bolt him, but at the same time, that's not going to do a lot from this right now. All right, so that guy is 100% out of earshot distance, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to announce to the rest of my party members that are in the area, big armored up guy to the southeast from my position, heading northeast or northwest, southwest position to northwest.
All right. You do that. You're in Aussie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second here. Roll me a perception check.
Perception. There it is. Oh my god, why do I have... Get rid of that.
Is that the end of your turn, by the way?
Depends. Did that take up my action?
Yeah.
Alright, then yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, as it ends your turn, something flies at you, and... Give me a second to roll this.
Spotted in the tree?
Hold on. Not gonna lie, that was actually pure coincidence.
Oh, what? Don't... Ah!
Yeah.
He sees me now!
Alright.
That is a miss.
Yeah, a rock flies
Unless that's
past
an
your...
advantage.
You know what, yeah, because he... Well, no, it's at normal, because you were slightly hidden by the leaves.
I was gonna say, you noticed him on the roof. Your perception saved you.
Okay.
He's not on the roof.
Because that would make sense.
He's under the tree.
But still,
I mean,
his perception would have saved him.
That would still give me like 3/4
I know, that's
cover
why
anyway.
I said it's normal, because all that. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
It flies past your face. No. And,
okay.
That's the turn of the kobold below you.
I mean, yeah, that's fine.
Hey, Civil?
Yeah?
Give me a second to pull this out. I would just like to say...
It fails.
A rock flies past your face as you turn to look, and there's a kobold in this alleyway. And it is Crow's turn.
Let's see, because you were how far away, little shit? I'm gonna dash. And that is my turn. I am next to him.